Hi everybody, welcome to Birdie in the Books, aka Alicia. I won't answer to either. Welcome to this video, and if this is the first time you're seeing me, I appreciate it, and hopefully you will hit the like and subscribe button down there. This video is kind of a take on a video that I've seen around, the 10 before the end, but if you know me, I picked more than 10. Shocking, no one. Because I have a lot of books that I would like to get to before the end of the year. But let me preface this by saying that it is not a race. It's all just for fun. And this is not a tag, but I will tag people at the end because I'm nosy and I want to see what everybody wants to read before the end of the year. Number 1. First one is Middlemarch by George Eliot. This is a chunker, but I've owned this for years and I've never read anything by George Eliot and I want to give it a try. Again, with the chunky books. And is anybody surprised with me? Continuing the chunky. I've needed to restart this. Mason and Dixon by Thomas Pynchon. It's huge, as you can see. I've started it a couple times, but just life got in the way. So I'm going to restart it and hopefully have a conversation with a good friend of mine from high school about this. I think he said he wanted to have a live discussion, so we'll see at some point. But he's been yelling at me for years to read this, and here we go. The third one is Breath of the Dragon by Shannon Lee and Fonda Lee. Shannon Lee is Bruce Lee's daughter, and it is a fantasy based on Bruce Lee's teachings. This was one of the first books that I purchased this year, and just life got in the way and started it, but I definitely want to finish it because I think the second book is coming out either towards the end of this year or the beginning of next year, and I definitely want to read both. Now this is book 4. This is a little different. It's a nonfiction, Vagabond by Tim Curry. If you know me at all, I'm a theater nerd, and I absolutely love Rocky Horror Picture Show and every movie that Tim Curry has done. And now that I saw in 2025 he had a memoir coming out, I was really curious, so I picked it up. And it's not that long, considering how long his career has been. So I'm really curious.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
And again, I apologize. My tongue might look weird, but I'm fighting with allergies, and right before filming was eating a cough drop. This one is exciting. This is book... I am really excited for this one, but for selfish reasons. This is called Just Add Happiness by Julie Hadger. This is a contemporary fiction. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a advanced reader copy that I received from the author. And the reason I received it is the best friend character is named after me. So I'm really excited to get to this one next month and read it before the book is released, which is December 30th, 2025. I will also have that linked down below if you want to pre-order it or if you want to read more about it. It's a contemporary fiction about a woman in her 40s who gets divorced and then restarts her life. This one was on my October TBR. I'm hoping to at least start it in October. But again, my October TBR was very lengthy. So if I don't get to it, I at least have it on my books that I want to read before the end of the year. Almost There by Farah Rashan, who I love. She writes a lot of contemporary romances, and she does a lot of twisted tales and does a lot of Disney inspired books through Disney books. And this one is a twisted tale, which is the story that we all know from The Princess and the Frog, but what if Tiana made the deal with Dr. Facilier? And this one will be a buddy read, so I have to reach out to my 2 buddy readers. One is Amanda at the Naughty Librarian, and the other is my friend Helen. We buddy read the first one, which was one called, my brain is not with me, but I will link it down below, by Veronica Roth. It's a short one. It's like 200 and something pages, so it'll be a very easy one to get to. And I've just been waiting to see when everybody else was ready to buddy read it. So hopefully before the end of the year. I just received this today. This is The Navigator by Robert P. Ottone. If you watched my October TBR, you saw The Deep and the Triangle, his double feature, as they call it, which is the first 2 books in the trilogy in one book. This is the 3rd book, and the trilogy is called the Rise Trilogy, and it's a YA trilogy. Spooky, paranormal, horror, and I can't wait to finish it. And this is in place of the other book because I only read one of the books that were in the bind-up, and I'm reading the 2nd book in November and hopefully this book in December so I can finish the whole trilogy. And again, he's a not independently published author, but he was independent, and then they re-released it when he changed publishing houses. So I will link it down below if you are interested. The next one is The Magicians by Lev Grossman. This has 2 purposes. I've always wanted to try Lev Grossman, and my other half, Greg, wants me to read this so we can watch the TV show. It's a TV show. And have a discussion, like a book versus movie discussion or book versus TV show discussion, at least on the 1st season. Okay. This one is kind of cheating. This is Bleak House by Charles Dickens. I am about a third of the way through it. My friend Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading, who will be linked down below, is doing a 2-month long read-along, October and November, and we're gonna have a discussion, I think the 1st week of December, about this. So I'm about a third of the way through. It's chunky. Again, we're back to the chunky books. And I've always wanted to get more into Charles Dickens. And I'm really liking it so far. It's a lot slower than I was expecting, but it's still really good. This is another carryover from my October TBR. This is Death of the Author by Nnedi Okorafor. And I just want to get to this one. I really, like, that's mainly it. I just want to get to this one. And I want to see the disability representation, and I want the sci-fi-ness of it all, so here we are. And again, chunky. You'll see a running theme. Most things I want to get to are on the chunkier side.
Chunky is spicy, and it's good to be spicy.
And the last book, as you can see, I have one of my bookmarks in here already because I had to send back the audiobook. I ran out of time on my audiobook from my library, so I've already started this, but I'm planning on finishing this before the end of the year. Again, a very chunky book. It's a classic, and I'm sure it's a classic for a reason, and I want to give it a try. So roughly these are about the 12 books that I'm hoping to get to towards the end of the year. And this part, I kind of just want to be nosy. Again, this is not a tag, but there are a couple people I want to know what they want to get to before the end of the year. So I am going to at least talk about 3 people that I kind of nosily want to see what they want to read, which is Dee Dee from Brown Girl Reading, who will be linked down below, Kelly from Coffee Cups and Books, who will be linked down below, Bonnie from Books with Bonnie, linked down below, and Epic from Epic Tales, who will be linked down below. And if you're not following any of the people that I mentioned, you should be. They're lovely people. But thank you for watching, and thank you for seeing the crazy pile of possibilities for the rest of the year that I have planned for myself. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you will come back. See you in the next one. Bye.
Peace.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay.